Today's video is how to knit a baby pom-pom blanket, but with a twist. We're going to knit it so we get this honeycomb pattern where the pom-poms are offset and like a honeycomb or a brick pattern. Normally for this type of yarn we would use a 4mm needle, but in this case, because we are offsetting on the second row, the stitches are a bit tighter, so we're going to use a 3.25mm needle. These are tulip bamboo knitting needles. Next step is to cast on. So we take a twist between our pom-poms. We're going to do 2 stitches in between each pom-pom. So you make a twist, hook it onto your needle, and then do another one, then hook it on, and then you move on to the next space between the pom-pom and twist 2 more loops and hook them onto your needle. You do this for however many pom-poms you would like. So now you can see we're starting to get all the pom-poms formed in a nice neat first cast on row. When we knit our second row, it's exactly the same method as with a regular pom-pom blanket. So we just knit each stitch onto the second needle. So the whole row is just the same as normal. We hope you like these videos. If you want to get more content, please subscribe and like and follow. So now we've finished knitting to the end of the row, and that's all just as normal. And in the third row, it's where we do something slightly different. So all just lined up in pairs there, just as we expect. Now with knitting the third row, this is where the magic starts. So we knit the first stitch, just like normal. But then we don't knit that second stitch, we just slide it straight onto the needle. And then we just carry on like normal then, knitting all the remaining stitches, just like with a normal pom-pom blanket. So knit until the end. And then when we get to doing the fourth row, we're just going to knit like normal. So if you can imagine, you're doing your rows of pom-poms in pairs. So you do 2 pairs, then you do an offset, and then you do 2 rows the same, just knitting like normal. And then we're going to do another offset to bring it back again. And we do that then just regular knitting for 2 rows, and then we do another offset, and then we do another 2 rows, and then we do another offset, and then another 2 rows, just like so. So this fourth row, we're just knitting exactly the same as normal. So just to repeat, when we cast on, we have a cast on row, we do a second row, just like normal knitting, then we miss a stitch, how was demonstrated, and then we do 2 rows like normal, and then when we've finished this 4th row here, we're then going to do missing a stitch again. Now we've finished that row, you can see how the offset is starting to form. So now again we're just missing that 2nd stitch, putting it straight onto the needle, and then we continue knitting for the rest of the row. Then we complete the blanket, we get this rather attractive offset style or honeycomb pattern, and it just looks a little bit different. So then we can cast off, and this is pretty much the same as a regular pom-pom blanket. We just do a cast off stitch, pull it off the needle, and then we take the preceding stitch and pass it over onto the end of the needle, and that cast off stitch is complete now. And do the same, next stitch, and then pass that preceding stitch over the top, and then we continue to do this for the rest of the row. So this particular yarn is just one of over 30 colours that we do in regular pom-pom yarn. We also do mini pom-pom yarn and a giant pom-pom yarn, which give you a slightly different effect. But the only ones you can do this offset pattern are with these oblong pom-poms. It won't work with a round pom-pom that you get with the mini or giant pom-pom yarn. So all of these things are available to buy on our website, www.zarela.co.uk. We have many other videos as well, one particularly which is how to knit a pom-pom blanket with a regular pattern, and we'll leave the link to that below. We also do a blanket yarn, which is a regular chenille yarn in these same popular colours. So if you wanted to do a different touch for crocheting an edge perhaps to your blanket, you can use Zarela Baby blanket yarn, and that'll help neaten up your edges and do something a little different. So there we are, the last stitch. Just going to cut the end. And with this little end here, it'll fray if we just leave it open like that. So what you can do, you can tie a knot, or you can just melt the end a little bit with a lighter, obviously being careful that you don't set anything on fire, but it's something you can do. And there we go, all done. Thanks for watching.